Well, the clinical term, of course, is costumed role-playing, but I think cosplay is something different to everybody. To me, cosplay is not just being a fan of a character or a show or a comic book, but becoming it, being a part of it, stepping into it, taking it out into the world at the same time.
Cosplay to me is my passion, kind of like putting on a jersey for a game. Sewing, creating, sculpture, everything. It gives me a chance to go outside the box and be myself.
Cosplay for me is nerding out. You know, it's costuming. You can, you put on different costumes for LARPing, video games, anime. It's just dressing up and being dorky.
It's a lot of putting my artistic talent and love into a project. I will design a costume, I will make it, I will create it, and then I'll wear it.
My favorite, most memorable one would be a female shepherd from Mass Effect. I like when kids come up and they're like, oh my gosh, I know who you are, and I like taking pictures. I like people have asked me to sign things, as Shepherd.
My first cosplay, real deal, going to a convention, science fiction, I was a joined trill for a Star Trek convention in 1997.
My first cosplay was Renoa from Final Fantasy.
A store-bought costume that I altered to make it look a little more like the character. It was Rainbow Bright.
It's a Chi from Chobits. That was the first time I attempted to sew.
It was made the night before, and it was so good it got into An America magazine, and from that point I was hooked.
It wasn't something I spent a lot of time on, but I grew up in the 80s, so I love Rainbow Bright, and there's a lot of enthusiasm, and it was just like Halloween, and that is probably the best part of cosplay, is when you get to go to a convention, wear your costume, and show it off to everybody.
I think cosplay is pretty big in DC. I have met so many people that put so much heart and soul into their costumes. So when you go to a cosplay convention and there are 90% of the people there cosplaying, that's serious.
The idea of studio cosplay started when we realized we didn't really have the space in our houses to really work on our projects. So we thought, hey, wouldn't it be great to have a space to do that?
Really, studio cosplay is home. It's home for cosplayers. It's somewhere where they can go and learn and have parties and, just kind of interact.
In our space, you can reach out and ask the person right next to you, hey, have you ever run into this problem before? You know we all have. Collaboration.
For me, studio cosplay it's kind of corny, where you kind of go Lilo and Stitch. It's like Ohana, his family. It's kind of like what studio cosplay is. It's all about family.